This is Wide Angle with Ashok Vyas.
A real guru always wants his disciple to become competent enough to be able to solve the problem himself or herself.
Arise, awake, and stop not till you reach the goal.
Namaskar, I'm Ashok Vyas, and in this special program, we are remembering hero of all times, Swami Vivekananda.
यतीन्द्रं पुरुषश्रेष्ठं ज्ञानवैराग्यविग्रहं युवादर्शं सूर्यपुर्यां विवेकानन्दमाह्वये उस विवेकानंद का हम यहाँ आह्वान कर रहे हैं जो यतीन्द्र हैं, सन्यासियों के मूर्धन्य हैं, सन्यासियों का एक आदर्श है। और सन्यासी व्यक्ति नहीं होता, याद रखना। देयर इज नो प्लेस फॉर हीरो वर्शिप हियर। प्रायः तो लोग उनको एक हीरो के दृष्टि से सामने रखते हैं। यतीन्द्र है एक हमारे भारत की आदि परंपरा, अटूट परंपरा, वही तो फिर उद्गीत कर सकता, नहीं तो एक नया ही राष्ट्र हो जाएगा। यतीन्द्र है, पुरुषों में श्रेष्ठ है, ज्ञान वैराग्य का विग्रह है, युवाओं का आदर्श है।
Swami Vivekananda stayed on this earth in this human form only for 39 years. But what a tremendous contribution in these 39 years, this young man from India who was born on 12th January has made, which is touching lives even now. Generation after generation, people across the globe have found a source of matchless inspiration in the form of Swami Vivekananda.
आज के आधुनिक जीवन में पैसे के पीछे अंधी दौड़ है। ऐसे रैट रेस में क्या आध्यात्मिकता जीवित रह सकती है? Definitely, आध्यात्मिकता has to do with truth, and truth is Sanatan. This is our dharma, Sanatan dharma. It should be. But could you please explain Sanatan Dharma? You see, most people forget that the religion of India is Dharma. This Dharma is not a cult. It is a science of true and full living. That which leads to all-round achievement and total liberation is Dharma. And the word Sanatan means eternal. That which sustains forever and remains the same no matter what the samajik avastha is. In that eternal dharma lies the vitality of India. And as long as you don't forget this great inheritance of your forefathers, there is no power on earth that can destroy you. अरे भारतीय हो, यह सनातन धर्म तुम्हारा जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार है। इसे गर्व से स्वीकारो, गर्व से अपनाओ।
केवल संवित बल को लेकर सच्चित सुख साम्राज्य जीतना, सच्चित सुख साम्राज्य जीतना। बढ़ते जाना, बढ़ते जाना, बढ़ते जाना, बढ़ते जाना। प्यारे सरोवर बढ़ते जाना।
जो एक विवेकानंद का नया प्रसव हुआ, कहना चाहिए एक नया इतिहास की रचना हुई, उसके मूल में ये राजस्थान है। इसलिए यहाँ तो ये होना ही चाहिए, नगर नगर में, गांव गांव में होना चाहिए। हम उसमें अग्रगण्य होकर ये संवित धारा के द्वारा उनको अपना रहे हैं। यह संवित विवेक स्थल होगा।
प्यारे तरुवर बढ़ते जाना, लक्ष्य दिशा में बढ़ते जाना, लक्ष्य दिशा में बढ़ते जाना। संवित वन के शोभाधारी, संवित वन के शोभाधारी, सदाचार नभ के संचारी, सदाचार नभ के संचारी। फहराते जय हरित पताका, फहराते जय हरित पताका। पाप धूप का आतप हरना, पाप धूप का आतप हरना। बढ़ते जाना, बढ़ते जाना, बढ़ते जाना, बढ़ते जाना। लक्ष्य दिशा में बढ़ते जाना, लक्ष्य दिशा में बढ़ते जाना।
Vivekananda was a versatile young man. In his formative years, he was a wonderful football player. Indeed, he was a very, very special singer whose singing impressed not only everybody, especially Ramakrishna Paramhans also loved his singing. And you definitely have heard that special instance wherein Vivekananda goes in front of Ramakrishna Paramhans for the first time and asks him, "Have you seen God?" And indeed, response of Ramakrishna Paramhans was affirmative.
शिकागो को उस प्रसिद्ध विश्व मंच पर उन्होंने जो घोषणा की, आपको मालूम होगा, बार बार उनको नाम लेते रहे और ये वो मंच संचालक को कहते रहे बाद में बुलाना, बाद में बुलाना। He was so nervous. बाद में बुलाना, बाद में बुलाना। फिर गुरु पद का स्मरण किया, अपने व्यक्तित्व का त्याग किया, मैं बोल रहा हूँ, इस भान को पार किया। बोले तो पूरे भारतवर्ष के वो अनादि सिद्ध दक्षिणा से समारंभा परंपरा जो है वो परंपरा बोली थी, इसलिए सबके हृदय को हिला दिया।
The Guru Shakti acts within you. It is not you or your life that is shaping society. Why? I myself have not done anything without my Gurudev's sanction. In Chicago, although I had tried to prepare many details, when I finally stood in front of all those people, I did not know what I was going to speak. So I just invoked my Guru, I took his blessings, and then I spoke for the occasion.
And the wonderful way in which he explained the intricate concepts of Vedanta, he simplified all the scriptures and shared them with such remarkable love that it harmonizes all the questions that people have.
Yes, you see, this dharma ensures that a spiritual outlook to day-to-day living is always relevant to every human being. This dharma is the manifestation of divinity that is already in every man. It is not in any book or any sect. It is enshrined in the human heart.
Really?
Of course, believe in it and experience it for yourself.
क्या मेरा विश्वास करना मात्र पर्याप्त है?
यह बस विश्वास की बात नहीं है, यह दृढ़ श्रद्धा की बात है। आप स्वामी जी के ही जीवन का अध्ययन करें, you will see how he translated his Shraddha into action. जिस श्रद्धा को आप abstract मान रहे हैं, स्वामी जी ने उसे करके दिखाया. His faith transformed itself into work, and his work has transformed the world.
We have heard proclamation of Swami Vivekananda, Uttishta Jagra Prapya Varan Nibodhata. And for Western disciples, he translated it as arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. And what that goal is, a suggestion about this goal was shared by Swami Ishwaranandagiriji Maharaj in Jodhpur at the inauguration of Samvit Vivek Sthal, which has a towering statue of Vivekananda urging people to be the best that they can.
पर इतना सबको मालूम है, उनका उद्घोष यही था, उत्तिष्ठत जागृत प्राप्य वरान निबोधत. गुरुजनों को प्राप्त करके निबोधत है, ज्ञान संचय करो. इस बात को जरा सा वेस्टर्न डिसाइपल्स होने से जरा बदल दिया विवेकानंद जी ने. Arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. पर गोल क्या है? आत्मबोध गोल है. वो तो पास में आओगे तब बताएंगे. What is your goal? Come to me, I will tell you. इसलिए ये खड़े हैं यहाँ नरव्याघ्र, उनका उद्घोष यही है, अपने आप को उठाओ, दूसरा कोई उठाने वाला नहीं. उद्धरे आत्मना आत्मानम.
This is Wide Angle with Ashok Vyas.
A real Guru always wants his disciple to become competent enough to be able to solve the problem himself or herself.
His dynamic approach took America by storm with the resounding sound of Brahman. They called him the cyclonic monk.
And philosophically, there have been a very close relationship between India and America. During his visit in 1895,
he came in 1893.
Yeah,
but he was in New York in 1895.
Right, and in 1895, for about 7 weeks or so,
Yeah.
in a cottage at Thousand Island Park,
Yeah.
which is also being taken care of by this center. Yes.
Yeah.
So there he addressed, and those teachings are available in a book called Inspired Talks. Please share with us something about those days, that place, and if any of our viewer wants to visit, when is the correct time?
Swami Vivekananda was in the West from 1893 to 1897, 4 years. He spent most of his time in the US preaching Vedanta and training some disciples. He also briefly visited England. When he was in New York, he was in New York in 1895 and gave a number of lectures. His 8 brilliant lectures on Karma Yoga were given in this very city, New York. A set of 4 classes for beginners and a set of 4 classes for advanced students. And ever since, Swami Vivekananda spoke at the Parliament of Religions in Chicago in 1893. Swamiji had invitations after invitations, and he literally, you could say, burned himself out. That he had so many places to address, so many lectures to give, and whatever he has spoken, all that thanks to his devoted stenographer, British by birth, J.J. Goodwin. Thanks to him, we have all of them in the form of books. So when he was in New York, he had a hectic schedule of lectures, and one of his students by name Miss Elizabeth Dutcher, she had a cottage in Thousand Island Park, that is in upstate New York. So she invited Swamiji to briefly spend the summer months in her cottage. And Swamiji considered that to be a good idea. He considered that to be a welcome break for him from this hectic lecture schedule. And Swamiji accepted the invitation and he went to Thousand Island Park. That happened on June 16th, 1895. Of course, on his way to Thousand Island Park, Swamiji spent some time in a place called Camp Percy in New Hampshire. So he arrived in Thousand Island Park, and before his arrival, Miss Elizabeth Dutcher, his student who owned the cottage, it was called Miss Dutcher's Cottage. She built a separate wing for Swami Vivekananda to stay in. It's a 3-storied wing, and the middle wing is where Swami Vivekananda gave his lessons in the morning, and the second-story wing that had Swamiji's residence, a room which is being maintained now as the shrine. And outside the room is a porch where his students sat and Swami Vivekananda addressed them in the evenings. So Swami Vivekananda stayed there for 7 full weeks from June 16th to August 9th of 1895. There, before going, he had told us, his followers in New York, his devotees in New York, that only those who are seriously interested in spiritual life may follow him to Thousand Island Park. So we
be multi-dimensional and seek and demand fulfillment in each facet. हर एस्पेक्ट में अपनी पूर्णता को पहचानो। तुम्हारा हर विचार, कर्म, भाव, पूजा हो, तुम्हारे में विशालता हो, पात्रता हो, शास्त्र गुरु उपदेश ग्रहण करने का सामर्थ्य हो।
जी स्वामी जी।
Yes, be open to all and give out of your purity, not out of your personality. सबको आत्मीयता से छोड़ो, बहो, अपनी संकीर्ण व्यक्तित्व से ऊपर उठ, अपनी निर्मल पवित्र विशालता को लेकर। Be a torch, expand and be a vast pillar of light. एक विशाल ज्योति स्तंभ बन जाओ। All expansion is life and all contraction is death. All love is expansion, and so love is the only law of life. Love for love's sake, without any selfish motive. This Bhagavat Prem, this Sarvatma Prem is what we call Bhakti. Matter transformed into spirit by the force of love. This is the gist of our Vedanta.
पर यह सब मैं कैसे कर पाऊंगा?
हाँ, मैं भी स्वयं को असमर्थ महसूस करता हूँ।
The main thing you need to succeed? No, the only thing you need to succeed is the power of the Gurus. The Guru Shakti acts within you. It is not you or your life that is shaping society. Why? I myself have not done anything without my Gurudev's sanction. In Chicago, although I had tried to prepare many details, when I finally stood in front of all those people, I did not know what I was going to speak. So I just invoked my Guru. I took his blessings and then I spoke for the occasion.
तो विवेकानंद जी ही का जीवन आप यदि देखें, और उन्होंने युवा अवस्था में क्या किया, निश्चित ही हमें उनके जीवनी से यह प्रेरणा मिलती है कि हमें भी वही करना चाहिए। जब उनका कॉलेज का अध्ययन पूर्ण हुआ और ठाकुर जी के पास गए दर्शन के लिए, और ठाकुर जी ने उनको प्रेरित किया कि मां काली से जो मांगना है मांगो, तो वे माँ काली से अपने परिवार मात्र को सुखी बनाने के लिए, उस समय उनकी स्थिति यद्यपि आर्थिक दृष्टि से बहुत कमजोर थी, लेकिन अर्थ संपन्न परिवार हो इत्यादि नहीं मांगता है, लेकिन हे माँ, यदि आप देना ही चाहती है तो मुझे ज्ञान दो, वैराग्य दो, मुझे ज्ञानवान बना दो, वैराग्यवान बना दो। यह प्रार्थना अपने गुरु ने नहीं सिखाई थी उनको। उन्होंने तो कहा ठाकुर जी ने कि आपको जो मांगना है वो माँ से प्रार्थना करके मांगो, और वे मांगते हैं कि मुझे ज्ञानवान बना दो, वैराग्यवान बना दो।
रात अंधेरी कंटक पत हो, रात अंधेरी कंटक पत हो, गीत निराशा के मत गाना, गीत निराशा के मत गाना, संवित की ध्रुव ज्योति जला कर, संवित की ध्रुव ज्योति जला कर, ये शिखर पर चढ़ते जाना, ये शिखर पर चढ़ते जाना।
Do we really need a guru? We get all the information on the net. The internet is a convenient source for some scriptural information, and I do not reject adapting modern means for your convenience. But always be aware that true knowledge and experience will have to come from the Guru's grace only. So, do everything to develop a deep connection with your Guru and your Ishta.
तो ये बात नहीं भूल जाना, अयम तो अब मैं जो बतला रहा हूँ ये तो बहुत खास चीज है। परम धर्म मैं बताता हूँ, तुम अपने आप के साक्षात्कार करो। यद योगेन आत्मदर्शनम, ये सबका अनिवार्य धर्म है, आधारभूत धर्म है, जिसके द्वारा ही बाकी सब धर्म बनेगा।
There are various stories about how Ramakrishna Paramahansa generously gave everything that he had to Vivekananda for the benefit of the humankind.
जितने हमारे गुरुजन आए, महापुरुष आए, उन्होंने केवल भारत राष्ट्र का नहीं, समस्त मानव का कल्याण चाहते हुए मानव धर्म का प्रतिपादन किया, मानव उन्नति का मार्ग दिखाया। अभ्युदय निःश्रेयस सधर्म, हमारे यहाँ धर्म का लक्षण किया, धार्यते इति धर्म। धारण करने वाला, किसको धारण करने वाले? इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट को, टेररिस्ट को, पॉलिटिशियंस को, किसको धारण करता है ये धर्म? सबको धारण करने वाली ये धरती को धारण करता है, सारी सृष्टि को धारण करता है। सृष्टि करने वाले के अंदर एक संवित दृष्टि है, उस दृष्टि को धारण करता है, वो धर्म है।
And always remember, look within. अंतर्मुखी बनो। गुरु आपके अंदर ही विराजमान है। Be absorbed in the truth that is you, and that will be enough to guide you. This absorption, dhyana, the deep faith in the masters, shraddha, and a vast and infinite love, bhakti, this tridala is all you need to propel yourself gloriously on the spiritual path. And remember, all three are within you. So waste no more time. Arise, awake, and stop not till you reach the goal.
Knowing Vivekananda not only helps us in knowing ourselves, it also helps us in leading a life which is full of dignity and glory, and the natural flavor for serving humankind becomes a part of us by associating with Swami Vivekananda. Thank you very much for being with us for this presentation. This is Ashok Vyas. This is Wide Angle with Ashok Vyas.
A real Guru always wants his disciple to become competent enough to be able to solve the problem himself or herself.